What's going on, crime fighters, and welcome to the first edition of Cooking with the Knight. I am your host, Chef Boy on Negro. The Knight is not present, but he is sponsoring this series as a generosity. So, tonight, we'll be cooking something relatively simple. For starting off, we don't want to go too grand. We're going to make a teriyaki 3-cheese sausage ravioli. So, shall we begin? The first out of many things you're going to need is, of course, raviolis. Sauce, ragu, you can pay me for this later. 3-cheese sausage, rhyme right, don't make a joke out of this, you'll find a way. Cheese, any of your choosing, preferably shredded. And teriyaki sauce. And of course the seasoning, which I will introduce as the video progresses. Now the first thing you obviously want to do is wash your hands. So that's really your first step, nasty asses. But what you want to do, I have the sausage. Again, Ryan, calm down. So what you want to do is just basically start cutting. Cut in very thin slices. Because you don't want them too big, because then you just have a chunky ass mess. We don't want that. So, cut very thinly along the sausage. You can cut as many as you want, depending on how hungry that you are. But myself, I'm very, very hungry. So I'm gonna cut a lot. So, like I said, very thin. Doesn't need to be fat at all, you know? So I'm gonna show you what it's like when it's done. So now that they're cut, they should essentially look like this. Very thin. Just spread out, you know, make it decent. So now at this part, we initially want, obviously, our sausage to be a little more flavored than it normally comes. So, I have a few variations of seasoning here. Of course, for your lovely, kind of salty heads. And Spanish, of course, adobo. You want to use to, of course, sprinkle in. I've compiled all the sausage and put it in a Tupperware, so I'm going to mix it all together. So, take the adobo, sprinkle. So, next, some basil. And for those of you who don't think I'm truly doing it, here, you can watch. Here's our sausage, basil. So now you know I'm doing it for real. Alright, next, meat tenderizer. A little bit of cinnamon, just a tad bit, not a lot. And of course, our teriyaki, which is almost done. You see I use this quite often. It's bad. I have bad eating habits. Now, that we have that, put the lid on it, like so, shake. What was it? The supernatural part? Shake it up, just like that. Don't mind me. Anywho, so now, come here. Take a look at that. Can you see it? There you can. So now it's all nice and caramelized and glazy and ready to go. All right, guys. So I have the water boiling with a little bit of oil. I have the pan sizzling a little bit now. These bad boys, the sausages, are ready to go. So, you want to hear a sexy sound? Listen to this. Get ready to drop this bitch in there. Beautiful, love it. Just want to give a little simmer sound. I'm not good at flipping yet, so I'm not going to attempt it, but hey, in due time. So, now we wait, because these bad boys get ready to be lovely and crisp and brown and crisp. And yes, I cannot wait. Food just gets me excited. It just makes me want to dance. It's like Robert Irvine. Those of you who watch Restaurant Impossible, the Food Network. Robert Irvine, he's like my favorite chef. So I learned a lot from him. So I got to dance in the, just like that. He does crazy shit like that. But they're sizzling. Want to see them? Look at it. They sizzling, baby. They're sizzling. So you want to wait till at least get like a little, let me see, a little crisp around the rims of the sauces. That's how you know when to flip them and when they're almost ready. So right now they have a little bit more to go. So I'm going to see back to you guys when it's a little bit more crispy and that water's boiling. So let's go. Alright guys, so the sausage is almost ready. The water is ready though. The water is boiling and ready. With raviolis, you want to tend to be very careful because they cook very, very quickly. So you have to keep an eye on them or else they're going to start breaking. I don't know how durable these are because these are damn near like grocery store brands. So I don't know how good it is. But we're going to see. We're going to test that theory now. Hopefully it comes out nice. So you want to start off, like I said, with the water on high at first just to get a bubble. But once it actually is done and it's ready, bring it down a little bit to a little nice little simmer. Boom! So like I said, keep an eye out, alright? I'm going to mix up my sausages here. They're just about done. So let me show you what I was talking about earlier. Let me grab this, just to mix it around. And always boil your water in oil, by the way. Let me show you. So, see how they're browning a little bit? So these are pretty much about done. Alright, so you can just turn the heat off on those. So guys, I just want to speak to you a little bit while everything's cooking. Like I said, the sausage takes roughly around about 10 minutes to cook. The water about the same to boil. This is going to be first. This is the first video of cooking, the cooking series. It's not going to be the best, but you know you guys are going to get the gist of it, and down the road we'll be able to improve. We know what works, we know what doesn't work. But again, I just want to thank you for the support along this way, and me experimenting and seeing what works and what fits, and even with the help of you guys, let's figure it out together to see what we can do. Chef Boy Negro always is willing to take some new ideas and or opinions. So, please, sound off. But, oh yes, this is how you know raviolis. When they start floating like that, those bad boys are done. These bad boys are done. Nice, crisp, golden, lovely, and sexy. So now, I'm gonna drain this water, and then I'm gonna put it back in the pot, and I'm gonna add the sauce. Alright, so the pasta's done. I drained it. Now, I'm going to put the pasta in this bowl, like so. Because I'm going to warm up the sauce in the pot. Because with a ravioli, you can cook it with the sauce, or you can cook the sauce separately and pour it on top. That's if you're a man of presentation, which I am. So we're gonna go with that route. Alright? So, grab a Parmesan Reggiano. Oh, Romano. Haha. Parmesan Romano. Like I said, ragu, whenever you're ready to pay me, I'm here. You know. So, pour it in. Now I want to turn the heat up a little bit. So this is the time if you want to mix stuff in your sauce, your cheese, your seasoning. This is the opportunity to do so. Alright? So, I'm going to use, like I said before, oregano, some basil, a little bit of adobo again, a little bit. And of course, I'm a fat ass who like to mix, put the cheese in the sauce so it melts. Then we're going to sprinkle it on top later. Lovely, lovely. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Like that. That bad boy is sexy. Alright, my friends, now it is time to plate. So, speaking of plate, we have our plate here. So now, what I'd like to do, since I'm a little fancy, gonna take it, and now we're just gonna drizzle. Like I said, if you're a man who likes a lot of sauce, or a woman who likes a lot of sauce, this is for you. There you are, got the sauce. Now let's get our sausages out. Alright, so now for the sausage. Just go right dead, if you won't, in the center. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna use my hands, because we want to make sure it's nice and center folded in. See why I tell you to wash your hands? Nasties. So, I'm going to be putting these bad boys on, and I'm going to show you the end result. So, see you in a bit. Alright guys, and there we have it. Our food is done. It's beautiful in the sense of sloppy beautiful. And then, you know, this isn't a 5-star restaurant, damn it. I'm not going to have it all nice and precise. The fuck? I'm a grown-ass man. And this is how you do it, people. This is going to be amazing. Wish you could be here to enjoy it. But until then, you're just going to have to look at it. Thank you all again for being there with me and joining me for this first entry in many of our cooking segments. Thank you again for supporting me. Thank you for being behind me. If you like this video, awesome. Like it, thumbs up, share it, whatever you guys to do. If you didn't like it, tell me why. What can we improve on? What can we do? What can we make it better? It's our first running out. We won't be perfect, but hey, at least we got some good damn food out of it. Alright? Thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Facebook. Eat healthy, my friends. As in healthy, I mean hearty. And until our next time in the kitchen, I'm Chef Boy on Negro. Eat well.